Hello, my name is Sally Pinto, and I'm the Program Director for the Yonkers Newark Neighborhood Naturally Occurring Retirement Community. We serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We are under the auspices of WJCS and the Yonkers Office for the Aging. We also have a resource specialist and a nurse on staff. We conduct virtual programming in partnership with the Yonkers Public Library on a daily basis. Enjoy the program.
And welcome back to Monday morning. I'm excited to be here week after week after week. Sometimes it feels like a chore. Like last night, I had a hard time, or I had a busy weekend, so I didn't follow my regular routine of writing the story or the journey. And last night, I felt like I'm not sure I have the energy or the inspiration to do it. And I was thinking about using one of my old journeys, and I looked through them and I felt it's perfectly fine to do that. And then I decided I'm just going to give myself like 15 minutes to see if it works. And I cleared the room, got rid of all the noise, and I decided to spend 15 minutes to see if there was a journey coming. And it did. So late last night, I did write the journey. And usually I write it and then I check it and I change it. I didn't do that this time. So we'll see how it goes. Today we are in air element. Heart and lungs, fourth kosha, the color is green. We're getting lighter and lighter, getting higher up in the chakra system. The mantra that I'm choosing to work with today is a new one that I've never used before, and it's I witness without judging myself or others. I witness without judging myself or others. If you'd like, you can use the same mantra and see what that means to you or how that impacts your life, or you pick another one. Okay, let's get started. So we start with a physical practice because quite often we are not in our bodies. And to do this practice, we need to kind of get into our bodies and then into the koshas. So bringing our mind and body together by taking our seat, signing up. That's the most important thing. Just signing up and give it a try. It could be for a minute, it could be for an hour, it could be for a lifetime, but just giving it a try, signing up. Taking that first step is often the hardest. And then checking in with earth, bringing your awareness to your feet, if that's helpful to you, maybe lifting the heels and the toes. Noticing the connection to the earth, it's always there. Sometimes when we go up into anxiety, we forget about it. It's not that we lost connection, we forgot about it. We are always connected to earth and to the universe. Sometimes we just forget. That's okay, we are human. And then if you'd like, you could bring your awareness to the crown of your head. And maybe imagine or notice a connection to the universe. And then if you wanted to, you could bring your awareness to solar plexus, your individual power. Breathe into solar plexus, third chakra. And if you want to, you could imagine like a beam, like a light beam going from earth up through the root chakra, solar plexus, and out through crown of the head. So from the core of the earth, all the way up through your body, up into the universe. On the inhale, you can imagine the light beam going up. And on the exhale, going down. Like the universe and you are breathing together. You inhale up. Exhale down. Maybe checking in with your feet. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale is a slight lifting sensation. And on the exhale down, it's a slight sinking sensation. So there's movement. We're still moving. Inhale up, exhale down. And then if you want to, you could bring your awareness to your two sitting bones. Maybe shift your weight from side to side to just notice where the sitting bones are. And then come to stillness. Imagine how the sitting bones, if you follow the sitting bones up, you're coming up through your two lungs. Your forearms are like your two lungs. So if you wanted to, you could start with finding your sitting bones and then inhale up both sides, up to the lungs, maybe out to the shoulders, at the top of the shoulders, and then exhale down. And if it's helpful to you, you could try that a few times. Inhale up to the sitting bones, both lungs, out to the shoulders. Exhale down. And then if you could use your forearms again as the lungs, and then adding some cat-cow. So the heart is in between the lungs, and the lungs are kind of sliding behind and in front of the heart. So it helps the heart to open up by supporting it from the back, and then it protects the heart by covering it. Inhale, open up. The lungs kind of slide behind the heart or rotate behind the heart and helps the heart to open up so the heart can rest on the lungs. We're not pushing the heart forward. We allow the heart to rest back onto the lungs and open up, soften and open up. When I push, I'm pushing my own agenda, usually not helpful. When I release and relax, the heart opens up. So exhale and round, protect the heart. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Inhale, open up. And then release back to neutral, checking in with the earth, maybe lifting the heels and toes. And then inhale, arms up, and then start picking apples. We're going into Thanksgiving and the fall. We've been here for a while, like reaching and picking, opening up one side and then the other. Stretching the lung, stretching the muscles around it, allowing the lung and the heart to slide next to each other. And then maybe clasping the hands, turn them over. And if you want to, you could bring your awareness back to your sitting bones. Inhale up to the sitting bones, to the lungs, all the way up to your arms. On the inhale, notice a slight light sensation or like floating sensation. And on the exhale, a slight sinking sensation. So you're moving with your breath. And release. Feet in Tadasana feet, and then lifting one knee, rotating, opening up that hip joint. We store a lot of emotions and memories in the hips. And sometimes when we do hip openers, we remember things from the past. Usually it's a crying moment for some reason. It's painful memories. And it can be helpful to release some of these memories and then maybe feel a lightness afterwards. Crying is a good thing to release anger or disappointment or fear or resentment, jealousy maybe. And then sliding the knees together, inhale, arms up, exhale, twist away from that knee. Maybe look behind you. What did you learn from your past? What did you learn from your past? And then coming back, I have my right leg on top. I bring the right arm under, give myself a hug. Feel the lungs behind you. Give yourself a hug. Who is the most important person in your life? That's a trick question. The answer is me. I am the most important person in my life. And then if you'd like, you could bring the arms into eagle, bring the hands away from the forehead up towards the ceiling. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, let the bird fly. Let that bird fly. Let that bird fly. And then coming back to Tadasana feet, opening up the other hip joint. So one side of me is female energy, the other is male. We have both energies in us. I would assume that as a woman, I have more female, and I would assume that as a man, we have more male. But this I do not know. Slide the knees together, inhale, arms up, exhale, turn away from that knee. Maybe look behind you. What can you bring with you from the past that was helpful? Even painful experience probably taught you something, gave you some kind of strength. What can you bring with you to the present? Come back to neutral, left arm goes under, give yourself a hug. Feel the lungs behind you or at the back of your body. And then finding eagle. Bring the arms away from your forehead. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, let that bird fly. Let that bird fly. Okay. Let's do one more picking of apples, one more picking of apples. Picking, opening up the sides. And then clasping the hands, turn them around, getting long, or tall. And then release the hands, put them in your back pockets. Hands come in your back pockets. Bring the elbows together. Now imagine how the lungs are rotating behind the heart, allowing the heart to fall back and soften. When the heart connects with the lungs and feel the support from the lungs, it can say, oh, thank you so much. Now I can soften and open up. And release. Okay, we're going to come up to standing. I'm placing my feet hip distance apart, reaching the hands forward, shifting the weight, noticing how strong my legs are, and then coming all the way up to standing. Okay, let's do 3 sun salutations. 3 sun salutations. I prefer to start with my feet hip distance apart. Another option would be Tadasana feet, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. You choose what works for you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. One last time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. And then stay there in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. I witness without judging myself and others. I witness without judging myself and others. I witness without judging myself and others. And then release, open your eyes if they were closed. And I'm just gonna shift my chair. You don't have to do that. Okay, so let's do a Sun A version. Now, maybe if you want to, maybe you want to try big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Our feet are really small, so it's like, and the head is heavy, so it might feel unbalanced. You can try that. If you don't like it, you bring your feet hip distance again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step back to plank pose. And then stay here. Widen the shoulders, use your feet to move back and forth. Feel your strength. Maybe imagine that light beam or the beam of light going through from the earth up to the root chakra, solar plexus, crown of the head, right through the heart. And the lungs are on each, there's one lung on each side of that light beam. Maybe bending the knees, bending the elbows, moving back and forth a few times, and then eventually coming up or into down dog. Hips are high. If you'd like, you can find your sitting bones. Breathe in through the sitting bones, up through the lungs, out through the arms. And then shift your weight to the left foot, right foot comes up, take a step forward. Let the back heel release to the earth, finding warrior one, building the posture from the base up. Bringing the gaze up, maybe bringing the arms up. And if you'd like, you can start picking some apples. Notice how that kind of messes with your balance. Not easy for warrior one to pick apples. Maybe clasp the hands, turn them over. Breathing through the sitting bones up through the lungs and arms. And then eventually allowing the hands to open up and finding the back pockets. Elbows comes together. Maybe the heart is ready to release back and open up. Release back and open up, or not. If you'd like, you can straighten that front knee. Hips are going back, the heart is moving forward. Hips are going back, heart is moving forward. You could release the hands to the chair, bring that hip back, right hip back. Maybe reaching the forehead towards the chair. That's a possibility. Bending the front knee, stepping back to down dog. Shift the weight to the right foot, left foot comes up, take a step forward, finding warrior one on the other side. Building the posture from the base up. Notice where the tightness is. Breathe into the tightness. What hides in that tightness? What is it that gooky thingy? If you'd like, bring the arms up and start picking apples. Notice how it's hard for warrior one to keep the balance here. And yet we can do it. Clasp the hands, turn them over. Bring the hands back, release, 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 and then place the hands in your back pockets, elbows goes towards each other. Notice how your heart feels today. Does it want to be protected, or is this a good day to release and open up? You decide. Straighten the front knee. Left hip goes back, heart goes forward. One part of me goes back, the other part goes forward to keep the balance, keep the balance. Balancing the male and the female energy in me. Come back up, stepping back to down dog. And then move back into plank pose. Now, widen the shoulders. Heels are going back and the heart is going forward into a up dog. Feet are going back, heart is going forward. Solar plexus is powerful. Exhale, bend the elbows and knees. Push the hips back up into down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, jump wide, And then bend one knee and bend the other, just opening up the hips a little bit, maybe bending the elbows too. And then jump the feet together and come back up to standing. Exhale into chair pose. Shift the weight to the left, the right heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic half for warrior two. Now I'm looking sideways. Arms come up, add some movement. What kind of a warrior two are you? And we are warriors for peace. We're trying to create peace by skillful action. And then let one arm slide down and the other go up, opening up the side. Breathe into that left side of your body and that lung. Maybe look up at the hand. What are you reaching for? Your knee is moving forward. Your right hand is moving down and the left is moving up. All these different directions to keep the balance and create peace. Coming back to warrior two, shift the weight forward and finding Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. And then bring that back leg forward, step it up on the chair. The right leg is up, right arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. And then finding eagle. When you're ready, if you're ready, let that bird fly, 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 fly. If you'd like, you could lean slightly back, lifting the heel off the chair, maybe the toes, and then come back to standing. You can always use the chair and hold on to the chair. Okay, inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Shift the weight to the right leg, left heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic halves. Finding warrior two. Adding some movement with the arms. What does your skillful action look like? Everyone is different. I can't be you, you can't be me. Finding reversed warrior. My right knee is moving forward. The left foot is stable in the ground. My right arm is reaching up. The side of my body is opening up. The lung is expanding. Coming back to warrior two. Moving forward into Ardha Chandrasana, using the chair to help me. Who is supportive in your life? Who helps you create postures? And then bringing that back foot forward, place it on the chair. Left arm goes under. Maybe finding eagle arms. And then let that bird fly, fly, fly. Now, if you'd like, transfer the weight slightly back, bending the standing leg. Lift the left heel off the chair, maybe the toes. And come back to standing. Okay, two more before Yoga Nidra. So I'm going to back off or back away from the chair a little bit. I'm going to place my feet slightly wider than my hips. We're going to do camel. Hands on the chair. And then releasing the knees so they are hip distance apart. So I'm creating a little bit of a triangle. My feet are a little bit wider than my knees. Just allowing the toes to open up. And then picking some apples again. What kind of apples do you like? The green ones, the red ones, yellow ones, or maybe you don't like apples at all. Clasping the hands, turn them over. Breathe from the knees all the way up to the sitting bones, lungs, all the way up through the arms. Let the arms go back and open up, placing your hands in your back pockets. Hips are moving towards the chair. Engage solar plexus and the lower belly to come back up. Now, right arm goes up and maybe touching the heel. Hips are moving towards the chair. Release the hand, lengthen the spine, leading with that right shoulder to come up. Try the other side. Left arm goes up, maybe finding the heel. Hips are moving towards the chair. Imagine someone's pulling the left shoulder back and up, back and up, back and up, back and up to lengthen the spine. If you'd like, you can try both arms. It's easy to go down. It's harder to get up. So decide what you want to do or what is helpful to you today. You are the expert in your life. If Camel is not helpful to you, you can always put your hands in your back pockets. Engage the core, lengthen the spine, come back up. Forearms on the chair, untuck the toes. Bring the big toes to touch, and then the knees wide, hips towards the feet, coming into child pose. And come back up, bring the knees together, and then lean onto your forearms, tuck the toes, lean on your forearms, lift the hips and the knees off the floor. And then just stand here for a moment, maybe bringing the armpits towards your feet, like a dolphin posture. And then bend your knees, slowly come back to standing. And release. And then let's move into the Yoga Nidra part. You can do it seated. I prefer to do it laying down. I prefer to have a bolster under my knees because it gives more support for my back. It's easier for me to relax this way. Maybe put on socks or a sweater. You're gonna be laying down for like 25 minutes and the body gets cool when it's not moving. So finding a posture that is comfortable to you. If you can stay still, that's good. So I often feel a need to move, and then I try to avoid that, and that is helpful to me. Sometimes I can, sometimes I move. That's okay too. Okay, the mantra that I've chosen to work with is, I witness without judging myself or others. You can choose to work with the same, or you can pick a different one. As you know, this is a guided meditation, which means that I am suggesting places to go. You do not have to follow me. You are in charge of your life, and you choose whether my suggestions are helpful. I will always say things that triggers someone. It's impossible not to, I think. But you are strong and you can decide where to go and what to do. Let your body sink down into the floor. Feel the earth underneath you, holding and supporting you, rising up to softly cradle you. At this time, nothing else matters. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Remain still for deep nourishment. And repeat these words in your mind. I am awake and aware. I am awake and aware. Now, imagine yourself in a sacred place that feels peaceful and friendly, protected and supportive. It may be outside in nature, somewhere inside, or an imaginary place. This is your inner sanctuary. Feel yourself here and begin to see all the details around you. The light, the colors, any objects. See yourself in this protected place, sensing the comforting energy, supportive, calm, and protected. At any time during practice, you can guide yourself back here. If anything feels odd or too intense, go back to your inner sanctuary. Your inner sanctuary is always here. It is a part of who you are. Become aware of your upper body. Notice breath in your heart space. The easy rise and fall of breath in your chest. Now go inward, deep inside, and listen. Listen to your heart. Deep listening. What does it say? What is my heart's deepest longing? What does my heart desire? Your heart may speak in words, colors, songs, images, or something else. Allow your heart to speak its truth. From your heart's longing, create a positive statement in present tense as though it's already happening. Now, state your heart's wish 3 times to yourself as the truth. Bring your awareness to your belly. Notice the expansion on the inhale and the soft release on the exhale. Navel rising on the inhale, yielding to earth on exhale. From your navel center, bring awareness to your lower belly, pelvis, right hip, right upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the foot, sole of the foot. Notice the right calf, back of knee, hamstring, and pelvis. Notice your left hip, left upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the foot, sole of the foot. Notice the left calf, back of knee, left hamstring, and pelvis. Bring awareness to lower belly, navel center, solar plexus, lower ribs, lungs. Sense heart space, heart center. Notice your throat center. Right shoulder, right upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, top of the hand, palm of the hand. Bring awareness back to throat center. Notice your left shoulder, left upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, top of the hand, palm of the hand. Bring awareness back to throat center. Feel your neck, back of the head, crown of the head. Feel your forehead. Notice your mind's eye. Become aware of your eyes. Feel your eyes as color, as radiant wisdom receiving sight. Bring awareness to nose. Feel the tip of the nose. Notice breath passing through the nostrils. Right nostril, left nostril. Both nostrils. Receiving smell. Shift your attention to your ears. Witness your ears hearing, receiving sound. Notice your mouth. Observe sensation in your mouth, receiving taste. Become aware of the right side of the body. Now feel the left side of the body. Feel back body, side of the body facing the ground, back body. And now feel front body, side of the body facing the sky, front body. Now feel right arm and left leg, right arm and left leg together. Now feel left arm and right leg. Left arm and right leg together. Feel whole body now. All parts together. All together as a whole. Feel your whole body. Follow the flow of your natural breath. Notice the inhale. Feel the exhale. Now imagine breath in the right side of your body. Inhale up through your right heel, leg, and lung. Exhale through the right nostril. Inhale into heel, leg, and lung. Exhale through nostril. Now switch your awareness to the left side of the body. Inhale up through your left heel, leg, and lung. Exhale through the left nostril. Inhale into left heel, leg, and lung. Exhale through nostril. This time, inhale up through both heels, legs, and lungs. Exhale through both nostrils. Now imagine your body sinking, slowly sinking through warm air, like a cloud filled with water, sinking heavy towards the earth. Now imagine your body floating in cool air, like a feather floating and swirling. Imagine your body floating up towards the sky. This time, imagine body sinking and floating at the same time. Your eyes are closed and the green grass is soft underneath you. The sun warms your face and the wind gently touches your hair. You bend your knees and bring your feet up towards the sky. You look at your legs. Notice how they move. You notice your arms. Bend your elbows. Toes are spreading, hamstrings stretching. You roll to your side and get up on all fours. You look at your hands. Watch the fingers dig into the ground. You push into earth and shift the weight towards the arms. Slowly, you straighten your knees, walk hands to feet, tailbone is high. With care, you roll up to standing. Your feet are steady and you feel the connection to core down through the earth. Energy fills your lungs and your heart slowly opens up. You observe the transformation without judgment. It's a process. You lift your gaze, and with a delightful smile, you notice that you're standing in the middle of a beautiful garden. Flowers of all kind and color are growing around you. You notice the height, the thickness, and color. All so different, yet so alike. You reach out your hand and your palm touches the delicate plants. So fragile, yet so strong. With a gentle nod, the flowers bend to open up a path for you. You nod back and thank them. With a light heart, you start the journey. You feel excited and calm. The flowers give you strength. The path takes you into a dark wood with tall trees. The wind dies down and the sounds from the world disappears. You heighten your awareness and shorten your breath. You pick up the pace. In the distance, you notice a gently curved bridge. The water underneath is clear and fresh. You feel thirsty. With quick feet, you pass the bridge and crawl underneath to drink from the flowing stream. You lay on your belly and study the water. Without hesitation, it flows up and down and around rocks and twigs. A feather is approaching. It floats easily on top of the water and swirls around like a beautiful dancer. You notice the colors and patterns. So unique, yet so common. You take a sip of the water and close your eyes. The ground underneath you softens and there is a gentle lifting sensation. With ease, the feather carries you up and over the water. Through the dark woods, you travel together, following the river out. Soon the sky opens up and the light streams in. You fill your lungs and climb higher into the cooler air. The feather brings you left and right, crisscrossing through the cloud-filled day. Suddenly, it gives you a push with a snappy tail and throws you into thin air. You spread out your arms and legs and enjoy the ride. Slowly, you sink into a warm and soft cloud. You roll from side to side, finding comfort in the resistance. The cloud carries you. No need to control or pretend. With an open mind, you accept where the cloud takes you. Slowly, it brings you down. Back on earth, the cloud stays with you for a while, softening the impressions from the world. Each day, the cloud gets thinner and thinner. With a grateful smile, you notice the change. Soon, you don't need it anymore. You walk on earth without judging yourself or others. You are free. Now, remember your heart's longing, the positive statement you set at the beginning of practice. Repeat it 3 times to yourself, as though it's already happening. Let this truth fill every cell of your body. Notice all the space around you. Sense the space within you. Feel the sense of calm confidence, whole and complete. Notice that part of you that is the witness, the one who has observed your body, breath, and journey. And now begin to notice thoughts and feelings flowing through your awareness again. Notice your breath. Feel its rhythm and pace. Invite your breath to deepen now. Feel yourself reawakening. Become aware of your body, your physical body resting on earth. Before moving, just sense your hands. Then wiggle your fingers. Notice your feet. Wiggle your toes. Gently rock your head from side to side, a slow awakening. Deep breath into your belly. And slowly roll to your left hand side. Press your hands into the floor and come up to a seated position. Lengthen your spine. Take a full breath in and let it go. And bring your hands up in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. I witness without judging myself and others. Gently bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Allow the eyes to slowly open. Raise your gaze. And thank you for joining me today. Namaste.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis and Barbara from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Westchester County Legislator Ruth Walter, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.